guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, welcome, and if you're old, thank you so much for sticking with me. Please don't forget to subscribe if you've not, and let's get right into this video. If you watched my last video, you'd I kind of omitted something else that made me stop doing YouTube. It was my skin. I broke out ridiculously in December, like at the beginning of that month last year. It was my village people were chasing. Brief history of my skin. I have dry skin, hyperpigmentation, little texture around where I usually highlight. It's nothing that I've not been able to work with. Like, I don't have acne, no pimples, blah blah blah, skin on fleek. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. Anyways, that all changed last month. What happened? I walked into a skincare shop because I'm one of those people that nothing is wrong with my skin. I just go into skincare shop to experiment and try new things. Do you get? So I walked into this shop. I saw this toner. It was very fancy. I'm reading the ingredients and what it contains. And one thing that I've learned during my experience with skin is to always avoid stuff that have alcohol and parabens. So I checked the ingredients of this toner and it did not contain those things. So I'm like, let's try this. It looks fine, it looks fancy. Some of the ingredients in it have benefits for dry skin, blah 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 blah. Anyways, I purchased it. I get home and try to put it into my skincare routine. After I cleanse my face, exfoliate, blah blah blah, I used to tone my face at night because I only tone at night. So everything was good on the first day, and then on the second day when I used it, I noticed ridiculous breakouts on my forehead. Like, they were that bad. I don't know if I have a picture, but if I do, I'll post it right now. Anyways, so I broke out on my forehead at first. So I noticed the breakouts and I'm like, what is this? Like, could it be this toner? Because it was obviously the only thing that I had changed in my skincare routine. Anyways, I stopped using it, and it was like, as soon as I stopped using it, it just went off from there. Like, it just became terrible, like more terrible. And usually when you use something that breaks you, or when you're allergic to something, as soon as you stop using it, it's supposed to like calm down, if not go away completely. So this was my second day of using this toner and I was still breaking out. It was like the ingredients were still on my face even after washing severally and everything. And from my forehead, it came to the places where I usually highlight. It came to my chin, like it was just all over my face. It was like I was suffering from a disease or something that I could not understand. And then it made my hyperpigmentation worse. Like, this went on for about 1 whole week. I could not wear makeup because it made my makeup look ugly and weird. I just felt ugly. So, like, to find a solution for this problem, I had to know what it was called. Like, I needed to know what it was. My dermatologist had traveled. I could not even find her anywhere. So, and I was not trying to like change anyone, or like I was not trying to get a new one, basically. So I had to do this on my own. So I watched Caitlin Light's YouTube video. She has dry skin, so like I tend to follow her a lot and her routine. And she was suffering from the same thing, even though we had not used the same product, like it had not broken us. Apparently, she's been suffering from me for like 3 months. Anyways, she said she diagnosed herself of Malassezia folliculitis or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it across the screen so that people can check. So when I went to the internet to check how the skin condition looked, it looked exactly like what was going on my skin. So I had to call my friend Nimat. Hey Nimat, if you're watching, shout out to you. I had to call her and I was like, Nimat, is this the same thing as on my face? Because like she sees me every day in real life and she's like, no, I'm over exaggerating, so I should calm down. Like, I'm always dramatic and stuff. So I just chilled. It was not that serious, but it was still serious because I'm still breaking out and I don't know what the fuck to do. Anyways, I went to another cosmetic store, and then I was not wearing makeup, so I told the attendant what was going on, like how I had gotten the breakouts, and she checked. So I think the very first thing, and this was like my journey to recovery, and then I posted this whole story on Snapchat, so some of you are already aware of what was going on. And so I just thought I'd come and make the video of how I cleared it, because I never really talked about how the breakouts left. Anyways, so one very good person, one very, very kind sweetheart on my Snapchat told me about rose water, the benefits of rose water and all that good stuff. I was like, rose water, I've never really heard about that, and it's not something that is talked about so much in the beauty industry that I'm familiar with. So I was like, okay, no shit. So I went online and I checked the benefits of rose water, blah blah blah. Here it is. This is one I have. Oh my god, my light is washing it out. Anyways, this is what it looks like. It's in this blue bottle, and it says 100% rose water. Anyway, I got this from the cosmetic store. It was really expensive though. And I got glycerin too, like pure glycerin from any pharmacy you can get anywhere, because the girl on my Snapchat told me that it works as a very, very good toner and as an anti-inflammatory. So when I checked online, it was true. So what I did was to, like, she actually recommended glycerin rose water, but I couldn't get glycerin rose water in Ukraine where I am. So I bought pure glycerin from a pharmacy, and I got rose water. And then what I did was to mix them like equal parts. So I started using that as a toner. As soon as I started using it as a toner, the inflammation or the allergy stopped. Because I want to like refer to what was going on with me and the breakouts as allergies. Maybe I was allergic to some ingredients in that other toner. So the allergy stopped. I noticed that it was not spreading, like it was not as annoying as before, but it was still really pretty annoying. So when then I went to, this is rose water and glycerin. Then I went to a cosmetic store, and I'm telling the girl what was going on, how I reacted, blah 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 blah. She recommended something, and it's a product that is pretty new to me. It's a cleanser. This is from VICHY Laboratories, and it has like Nomadem. It's, according to them, it's a deep cleansing purifying gel for sensitive skin. So when she gave me this, I was looking at her like, I don't have sensitive skin, like I have dry skin and little hyperpigmentation here and there. She's like, yeah, that you can have dry skin and everything and still have sensitive skin. So it was in this period that I realized I actually have sensitive skin, because looking back, I kind of break out almost so many things, like coconut oil. People use it on their faces, but I break out to coconut oil. So I just realized that I had sensitive skin. So I got this last month, by the way. Look at where it is. So she recommended this, and it came in a set, and this was like the beautifying anti-blemish care 24-hour hydration from the same company, VICHY Laboratories. So I started using this to wash my face, like wash off my makeup. The thing is that before I started using this, I discontinued every other thing that I've been using previously. If you watch my previous skincare routine, which you should, because that really helped me for like 3 years, but somehow my skin got used to some things, some of the products, and just stopped working. It happens. So I stopped using everything at once. Then I started using this. I would use this to wash my face morning and night, and after washing my face, I would, okay, this is rose water and glycerin. I just put it into this spray bottle to like spritz, like that way it's easier to apply. I just spritz like rose water and glycerin mixture on my face and allow it to dry on its own. Like I don't use any towels or anything to manipulate it. I just let it dry on its own. So when it's dry, I use the anti-blemish care on the areas where I still had breakouts. And after like 3 days, I'm not joking with you guys, like after 3 days, everything on my forehead had cleared, but I still had like stuff around my chin and my cheekbones and everything. So I'm like, okay, this is actually working. I was happy, but I was not satisfied with the results that it was giving. So I think the last thing that really helps me would be this exfoliating brush. I'm sure you guys have seen it everywhere on the internet, but this stuff is like life. If you don't have it, you kind of need to jump on it. So I started using this brush every night, not every day, every night. I'll put my cleanser on the brush. I'll put my cleanser on the brush and like just use it to gently exfoliate. You have like speed ratings, high, low. I just put it on low and go around in circular motions. So I've been using it for like 3 days now, and I noticed like considerable difference. So like right now I have makeup on, but I think before you could see the nonsense through my makeup, but right now you really cannot. I'm trying to zoom in, but the light is probably going to be killing everything. So yeah, these 3 products, 4 these 4 products were like the reason why I stopped breaking out. I don't know if I started praying or my mom's prayers were working or something, but according to what I was doing, these were the things that I know really helps me to control my breakouts. So on that note, I need to tell you to jump on rose water. I think like this is the magic product out of all of them, to be honest. And I can tell you some of the benefits of rose water. I even use the mixture to set my makeup, weirdly enough, and it smells so good, like so good. This product is really good, really inexpensive in comparison with other toners that I have used in the past, and it's something that you can just go to any pharmacy and get on your own. I use it to tone at night, and I use it to set my makeup. And also with this cream from VICHY Laboratories, I also noticed that it acts as a very good primer, even though I don't need primers so much because I already have like dry skin, so my makeup stays in place all day. This one works as a very good primer. Like my makeup hardly moves these days when I use it, and I use it at morning and night. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like more skincare videos or like more DIYs or more experiments on myself, please don't forget to thumbs up this video, leave a comment for any video that you'd like to see, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.